Hey everybody, welcome to Rabbit and Red Reviews. I am Eric. Jameson Black Barrel is going to be what I'm going to be reviewing for y'all today. As usual, I will give you a nose, taste, finish review, chat a bit about the value, give you my final thoughts and score it, leave you with the malt musing. But first, let's chat a little bit about Jameson Black Barrel. So, unless you've been living under a rock your whole life, you've definitely heard of Jameson before. However, this is a little bit of a variation on the famous Irish whiskey. So let me tell you a little bit about this. So Jameson Black Barrel, here's what it says. It is a tribute to the legacy of charring barrels before filling them. Our coopers call it bringing the wood to life. Black Barrel features charred and double charred bourbon barrels that deliver unique spiciness, vanilla sweetness, and nutty notes. So basically this is a Jameson triple distilled Irish whiskey that has been put into these charred and double charred bourbon casks for what appears to be an undisclosed amount of time. So we'll see what that does to the flavor of this. Let's take a look at the label of it again. A little bit more information. So this is 40% ABV. It is distilled at the Bow Street Distillery in Dublin, Ireland. Cool. So what I've also been able to find out about this is it's essentially a mix of typical single pot Irish still whiskey, which is malted and unmalted barley, and also mixed, or I should say blended with some grain whiskey, and has been aged in these bourbon barrels, but also ex-sherry. I think they say it's anywhere from 8 to 16-year-old is the range of the whiskeys in here, but since there's no actual statement on it, it is a non-aged statement whiskey. So, all right, let's give this Irish a taste. Looks like we'll kill this bottle too, which is exciting. Okay, so unsure about coloring or chill filtering, but that is what it looks like. Kind of a light amber, orange, red thing going on with it. Pretty good looking. Okay, so right away here on the nose. Fruity is what I get initially here. Apple, citrus, maybe even a hint of like some type of berry of some sort. I can't quite tell. Almost like raspberry to some degree, but really faint on that. So there is some bourbon notes, a bit of vanilla, a little bit of a spicy kind of cinnamon. You are getting a little bit of that kind of char smell, like oak char smell, almost like a wispy smoke of some sort here on the nose too. Interesting. So, but it's not excessive. So I wouldn't say this is a smoky whiskey by any stretch at all. Just getting a little bit, almost like a higher proof bourbon that's been aged for a while. You're just getting a little bit of that barrel note in it. Okay, give it a taste, Solange. So rich, creamy, sweet, fruity is the way I would describe this, the taste of this. When it arrives, there's you get a bit of that char, vanilla, cinnamon, definitely some more of that apple, the spicy apple in there. You're getting a bit of the grain notes now that are a little bit of the unmalted barley notes as well, which are kind of typical for Irishes. So it does have a little bit of that standard Jameson characteristic to it, but much more creamy. There's hints of chocolate. Really just kind of, for lack of a better word, it's just a smooth sipper. Not edgy at all. Very, very nice. The finish is quite short, kind of leaves you with a little bit of spice, kind of that vanilla is still there, a little bit of that apple, kind of apple spice still there, creaminess, almost like a whipped cream almost to some degree, and the kind of a little bit of a pepperiness, a little bit of a spice note on the end, which also actually did come through a bit in the taste. But so this is at 40% ABV, so it's the bare minimum legally, but we're going to put a little bit of water on it just to kind of see what happens. So the peppery spiciness kicks up quite a bit with water. Still fruity, apple, orange to some degree, citrusy orange. That smoky barrel char with the water is kind of went into the background. Water doesn't change it much on the palate. It does extend, however, the finish. Finish seems a lot longer. Picking up almost like a coffee note now, which I didn't notice the first time. But, you know, the same kind of, basically it's the same profile. Chocolatey, fruity, creamy. This is good stuff. Okay, so one more look at the now empty bottle. This will run you in the United States in that $30, $35 range. Sometimes you can find it for even $25. I would say, you know, regular bottle of Jameson's around 20, 25 bucks, 27 bucks. So it's a little bit more. It's good. It's interesting. I'm actually pretty enthused about this one. I think this is a kind of an interesting, unique take on a Jameson whiskey. And, you know, Jameson is pretty much a standard mid-shelf Irish. I think this one takes it a little bit in an interesting direction, and would definitely appeal to perhaps bourbon lovers who maybe haven't had a lot of Irish whiskey. So not bad for the price. You know, I think I will give this a 3.5 out of 5, which is I recommend buying a bottle at a good price, or at least trying it. This is good stuff. I'm really pleased with it, and you know, I think this would be a good one to add to your own Irish whiskey collection. Okay, so with that, thank you all for tuning in. If you've yet to do it, hit the subscribe button. Check out some of my older videos. I have a couple other videos of some Irish whiskeys and more to come. So we'll see you next time here on Rabbit and Red Reviews. Cheers.